Carbon asset trading provides a powerful incentive for companies to reduce their carbon footprint, helping industries to meet their goals for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Nick Thatcher recently spoke with Singapore-based company InterOpera to discuss how its new carbon asset exchange platform will support businesses on their journey to carbon neutrality.
Thank you for joining us today. Let's start with you, Hong-Yi. Tell me more about what OperaX is.
So OperaX is a blockchain-powered sustainable commodity exchange that aims to introduce greater pricing and data transparency in the market. So that includes the trading of renewable energy certificates, or RECs, as well as carbon credits.
Turning to you, Calvin Neo, maybe you can explain for me the value proposition of OperaX.
We designed the OperaX exchange such that buyers essentially trade for free. There is zero transaction fee, as well as zero membership fees for them. One key value proposition of OperaX is that it connects buyers directly to sellers, such as renewable energy asset owners, as well as carbon project developers. And this allows the sellers to capture more margins, because the exchange cuts out the middleman. Beyond the exchange function, we also help sellers to optimize their business scalability through automation of the registration of assets, the issuance, trading, settlement, and retirement of offsets and certificates. Another key value proposition of OperaX is that we built it on blockchain technology, where transaction history is recorded on the blockchain, and this is great for data audit as well as transparency. By integrating with major global carbon credit and REC registries, we can track ownership changes and prevent issues such as double counting as well as double issuance. In terms of promoting data transparency, OperaX is building a metadata layer, and we are connecting with CAD Trust to build trust between buyers and sellers, as well as create value for the market.
So why are blockchains an effective solution to carbon market challenges?
Blockchain can provide the necessary infrastructure to combat climate change with speed and scale. So to put it simply, blockchain technology allows buyers to have greater confidence in the market, which in turn facilitate the mobilization of institutional capital to grow the carbon market in a more sustainable manner. So you can think of it as like a central depository system equivalent for the carbon market, where every transaction of the carbon asset post-issuance is recorded on a single source of truth.
So how will this help companies to achieve their carbon goals?
The challenge today is that the carbon credit and REC market is very fragmented. So, and there are many different types of carbon credits and RECs with really no very clear differentiation or benefit between the different types. Likewise, buyer requirements can also differ very widely. What buyers really want is this discovery process in terms of price, in terms of data transparency. And an exchange like OperaX will really help to drive the much needed standardization for the market to grow healthily.
So why is now the right time to create an online digital exchange for carbon assets?
I think looking at Singapore, I would say that the level of awareness on sustainable commodities such as carbon credits and RECs is really at an inflection point. In particular, carbon tax was only implemented 4 years ago. But companies today are really increasingly more comfortable in terms of measuring and reporting their carbon footprint. And I would say that this is true for the largest companies, publicly listed. And very soon, I think the government will be issuing some regulations that will try to promote adoption within the private enterprises, as well as the small and medium-sized companies.
So describe for me the research that's supporting InterOpera into the technological feasibility of cross-chain communication in the carbon market.
Carbon markets operators and venues, they are operating within their own ecosystem, right? So what that means is that it is actually in a very silo approach, right? And different pools or different operators, they don't talk to each other. Right, so that actually greatly limits the process of price discovery, right, for the voluntary carbon market. And this is actually not the best outcome for market participants. Now, the research that we are doing with the university is about cross-network interoperability, right, that enables one network to talk to another network seamlessly. We hope to actually bridge the different parts of the carbon market together to form a larger one, right? And that actually allows more price discovery and liquidity, right, for market participants to actually take advantage of.
So what impact will cross-chain communication have on the future of carbon markets?
I think the impact of cross-chain research on the future of carbon markets or even REC markets is tremendous. It will have tremendous impact. Many industry participants will tell you that blockchain technology is a great use case for carbon markets to be able to track, monitor, and transfer ownership of the carbon credits and the RECs certificates very efficiently.
What is the goal then for the future of the carbon market?
So right now, I think that the climate crisis that we face today comes with many complex challenges, right? With a situation that is highly dynamic and fluid. But I think in the short term, right, I do have three goals, right, that I think can possibly help. And that would be one, mobilizing more institutional capital to grow the carbon market. Two, enabling more market connectivity that can promote better price discovery of the voluntary carbon market. And three would be empowering project owners and developers to scale real tangible impact on our environment. So global efforts needs to be coordinated in a very organized manner, for us to actually have a good chance at achieving net zero by 2050.
It's been a fascinating conversation. Thank you for joining me.